Hi everybody, my name's Allison. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Aquarius. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. But before we get started, I have a couple of quick announcements. The first one is about the zodiac readings. I'm going to end every single reading now with a love reading for people that are single and looking for love. Spirit came in and said that's how I need to end each video. So let's just say you're Aquarius. At the end of this video, the last, I'd say 10 or 15 minutes is going to be a love reading. It's not as long as the zodiac one, but it's a regular love reading. And I'm going to go ahead and pull cards on that for you. Love is what it's all about, and that's what's so important. So I'm going to go ahead and do the love reading from this point forward. And I just would like to remind you to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment if this video resonates with you. I really appreciate my audience, and I'd love to hear back from you. And I just wanted to remind you to also follow me over on Rumble. Everybody's on YouTube. I'm a YouTube person myself, but if you could also follow me on Rumble, because if I ever get bumped off YouTube, at least you have me over there. And you can always go to my website at Tarot by Allison, and it's Allison with one L, A-L-I-S-O-N. And you can find out what happened there, if I get a second channel, because I love YouTube, but the censorship's ridiculous. And I'm changing the name of my channel and my website. I do more than just tarot. It's just the names I want have been taken. My name has been taken, Allison Wagner, because there's more than just me. So somebody else already has that channel. Anyhow, I'm going to be coming up with a new name in the next month or two. So look for that. So everything will turn. I am definitely doing more than just tarot. So I want to get that out there. In the meantime, I have my online tarot masterclass, which I love. I teach it twice a year, once in the spring, once in the fall. I have a separate video on YouTube. It's a pinned YouTube video for you to go ahead and check that out. It's only about 10 minutes. It'll give you more in-depth information than what I'm going to give you right here. It's a 4-week online tarot masterclass. It begins Sunday, October 6th. It's going to be the 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th. It's 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Florida, so it's Eastern Standard Time. We're going to meet over Zoom, and I'm also giving you 1 extra hour as office hours. So the class itself is structured. It's from 7 to 9 p.m. You'll be able to interact with me and other students. And then you have that 1 hour after that to practice your spreads, ask any additional questions, or just hang out. It doesn't matter. And if you don't want to stay, you don't have to. It's there for you. I'm very generous with my time, and I want to offer that to you. For the full description, visit Tarot by Allison and go under services, and that's where the description is. If you want to go ahead and book it, to sign up for the class, go to book a session, and that's where you can find out about the price and if you want to go ahead and book it. Please read the description first and then reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm here for you. When you also see my zodiac signs, watch your sun, moon, and rising sign too, because it's all tied in together. I forget to say that, but I always want to remind you of that. And then check out my recent interviews. The first one was with Dr. Hannah Roberts. It's about the GLP-1 game changer. It's the weight loss injections. I'm personally taking it. I never in my life thought I'd ever be fat. I was an athlete. I would surf 2 or 3 hours in the morning and ride my bike 40 to 120 miles a day. Fat was not in my vocabulary, and for whatever reason, I got heavy and I couldn't get it off. I started taking this, and oh my God, I've already lost 40 pounds. If you or someone you know is struggling with weight and you're looking for something different, this is an alternative. It's an option. That's why I wanted to do the video, because I believe so strongly in it because of my results. So I wanted to share that with you. And it's, you be the judge for yourself. Is it something you or someone you love is interested in? Because it really works. It's phenomenal and it's affordable. So check out that interview. Also with Jerry Marzinski. Let me grab his book. This was phenomenal. I love Jerry. An amazing journey into the psychotic mind, breaking the spell of the ivory tower. I mean, talk about a book. He is a groundbreaker in this field. He's blending spirituality and science together, because science has gotten away from it. And these are his observations and his experiences. So check it out. It's focused on schizophrenia, but oh my God, really, it's across the board. I'm a psychic and I see what he's talking about in his books. I wish more and more people would come out in the open and discuss this, because it's very prevalent. So check out that interview. We're going to do a second part coming up in October, so look for that also. But watch the first one before the second one comes out. And of course, I do my Tarot Tuesday. Every Tuesday I go live, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It is donation based. It's a $10 minimum. If you've never had a tarot reading, it's a good chance for you to get your feet wet. Just ask a question, see what the response is, and if you like it, maybe you want to have a 30 or 60-minute session. Anyways, it's a lot of fun. If you've never seen it, go ahead and check out a past episode or two, and that'll give you an idea of what it's like. People are submitting their questions in advance. I've got clients from all over the world and viewers from all over the world. So they're doing it through PayPal, or they do it live on PayPal or a super chat. You can do either or. It's interesting, the questions that have been coming in right now. As I'm filming this on Sunday, I've already got 12 questions that came in. So go ahead and submit it if you want. I mean, to me, it's easier if you do it on PayPal, because then you can just kick back and actually watch it instead of, stressing out and sending in your question. Whoop, I got a gnat. While you are trying to watch the video. So check it out. Yes, I have gnats because one of my plants has just been infested somehow. Anyhow, that's another story. So let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to tell you? I have so much going on right now. It's incredible. Yes, there is. What am I leaving out? My missing person consultation. So this is something that is really like my life's mission. And so I'm going to start talking publicly about it now. About 5 years ago, I gained a psychic ability to be able to look through other people's eyes. And I can, let's just say, okay, this is about missing persons. Let's just say someone was the victim of a crime. I can look through the victim's eyes, or the perpetrator's eyes, or a bystander's eyes, or all of the above in an event. It moves, my eyes will move around, and I'm literally looking through somebody else's eyes. It is so bizarre. It really freaked me out when it first started happening. And then I just grew to embrace it. Excuse me. That being said, what am I going to use that for? Well, I'm going to use it for this. Discuss your missing persons case with Allison to see if this is the appropriate service for you and your loved ones. Learn what to expect before, during, and after your missing persons psychic reading is done. Learn how you need to prepare and what kind of results you can expect. Allison is fully transparent. Note, this is the initial consultation before we move forward with psychic readings. You can tell, obviously, I'm transparent. In fact, when we get into the psychic readings part, I'm going to have people videotape it. They're too emotional. I'm channeling. I'm not going to remember much of anything. When you channel, you just don't. You can ask any psychic. You're busy. You're focused on what's coming in. Even like me coming up with a title for the zodiac reading, each sign is difficult. It's enough. Not even kidding. I'm like, God, what did I say? Oh yeah, I need to maybe go back and watch, or just, okay, this is kind of what I remember, because you're channeling. That's just the way it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in about another couple months, as soon as I change the name of my channel, I'm going to actually have a Patreon site set up so that you can see what I actually do. And I'm going to get written permission from the people that come to me with their missing persons problem. And I will have that. If they give me permission, I'll be able to post that for the Patreon group. And then I'm also going to show you what I do when I look into like portals, the missing 411 people, because that's really my passion, and looking into things like reptilians and stuff like that. But I really am concerned with the people that are going missing, and I do believe that there are portals that are opening up, and I think people are getting snatched. And I think there's a lot of demonic entities running around. But that's my perspective, and that's what I see when I look at things. I can see the demonic. It's really wild. So that's coming soon. And of course, my tarot readings. where I do personal intuitive readings over Zoom, and that's 30 or 60-minute sessions. If you're interested, the link is also going to be in the description below. It'll take you to my website, Tarot by Allison with 1L, ALISON. All right, everybody, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I have a lot to get out there because a lot of changes are coming for the better. I'm really excited by it. So let's go ahead and roll into it, Aquarius. Thank you for listening. If you know of anybody that's interested, please go ahead and forward this to them. And like I said, if you're interested in the tarot class, go ahead and go on my website and check it out. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Space is limited. It will fill up. Like I said, I only do it twice a year. So reach out to me and it'll tell you what you need for the course. You will have homework. Just want to let you know, you will have homework. All right. So as you know, I cleanse, I shuffle, and I ask for the strongest energies to come through in the cards. This is for the Aquarians that really need to hear a message right now. That is what's going to come through. Remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. And if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. What does the universe want to tell Aquarius? We have the Temperance card, first card. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the World card, the Strength card, the Lovers card. Look at these cards coming out. Oops. Okay, so these two want to come out together. The Sun along with the Three of Pentacles. That Three of Pentacles was just hanging on. Okay. Then for your opportunity, we've got the Tower. That's always good. I know people don't like it, but I personally love it. You want to release what no longer serves you. And I know this is the universe stepping in to do it for you. But why do you want to waste your life and your time with stuff that's not resonating with you? All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. I see a lot of activity coming in for you, Aquarius. So the first card out was the Temperance card. And this is just talking about everything that you've been through. And this is also your recent past. That, you know, you've got times of stress and relaxation, and you're going back and forth till you finally receive this feeling of balance and this type of serenity and harmony that's coming in for you. And I just feel, we're going to get clarifiers in a minute, but I just feel that you've arrived at a really good place in life. You're not 100% there. Like I said, we're going to get clarifiers, but you're definitely on your way. Your present energy is the Five of Pentacles. And I feel for some of you that you have a feeling of loss, that you feel like you're left out in the cold. And you see they're missing the gifts and blessings from the universe. You see this, the berries that will lead them to the cottage that's warm. There's probably food there. There's shelter, a warm bed. There's just, you know, they are in survival mode and they are not able to see the gifts and blessings from the universe because they're in that kind of survival and fear mode, right? So that narrows your focus. You're not able to have that expansive feeling and that sense of thought. So it's interesting. You went from this beautiful Temperance energy into survival mode. So that tells me something happened to cause that switch to take place. But in your near future, you flip again the other way. We've got the World card. And so everything is before you. So it's like you're swinging back and forth right now. And that was this energy of your recent past where it's times of stress and relaxation that brings about balance. Well, you're swinging again with this Lost card in the Five of Pentacles and your present energy that's swinging kind of under stress. And then you swing the other way into this relaxation and everything is before you. See how this is? So you've got restriction and not really being able to see past your face, really. I mean, they're down to their last piece of bread and that's all they can see. Whereas the whole world is before you in your near future and it's so expansive. Stress, relaxation, fear, love. I mean, it's really, it's a big difference, but it's that giant pendulum swing and you're going back and forth. So I'm not sure what's going on in your life. Let's get some clarifiers. This is a general reading. Okay. All right, let me grab this deck. All right. Let's get some clarifiers for you. Five of Cups, a lot of pain coming in for you. I can feel it. The Hierophant, the Three of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So you're really going through something, what this reading is telling me. So for the Aquarians that this is resonating with, where you have this type of relaxation, you are swinging. You have this deep sense of loss and regret and this sense of bereavement. Somebody close to you might even have died. It's that kind of intensity is what I'm feeling, the vibration off this card. And this is just that card of loss and of bereavement. You see he's got 5 cups, 3 have spilt, but there's 2 behind him. He's going through this really intense grieving process, but if he would turn around, it can be the card of gratitude. He's got 2 cups and he can start building his cups up again. But when I feel into the vibration, because that's what I do, I'm an empath, I can feel that, I almost feel like for a lot of you, you had someone close to you die, a friend or a family member, but just someone that really meant a lot to you, and you're feeling it, you know, not necessarily that it's taken its toll on you, but you're definitely absorbing that kind of pain. We've also got the Hierophant, and this is just telling me again that I think it was someone that was really close to you, someone that, again, I'm getting friends, family, maybe it was even someone that was in an organization that you're very tight with, but something happened, and I just feel that that they're okay, that I feel like they are blessed by God from this, because I feel like the death of a person is here, and that you are okay by it. And I feel that this is a life lesson for you to learn about coping with death. And it's a really interesting message coming through. Sorry, I cannot believe I have so many gnats in this room from that plant. I am so sorry about that. So ridiculous. Okay. I can't stand it. It makes me crazy. I'm a Virgo. Can you tell? It makes me crazy. So that's what's coming in, is that I think that it was a life lesson for you to learn how to grieve. And I know that for a lot of people in our society, especially in the Western world, we're not taught how to grieve. We're not taught how to go through that process in a very healthy manner. A lot of people retain it. It becomes a trauma. It's going to be a trauma no matter what, but we really retain that trauma. And I just feel that that's kind of what you're going through right now, that it's very stressful, and that I just feel like it really hurt you. I felt like it stabbed you in the heart. So I'm not going to go on and on and on about it, but I just feel like you are definitely experiencing a loss of a loved one. Could even have been a pet, you know. Your present energy is the 5 of Pentacles, and this is just telling me that, again, you're swinging back and forth. Sometimes you can celebrate, and other times you're completely overwhelmed. You know, it's just it's an interesting energy that I feel like this whole reading is that for you until we get into your future. I just feel like you swing back and forth. It's, I don't want to say a bipolar energy, but it's like, look how elated you are and you're celebrating. Here you're overwhelmed, overburdened, and just like blah. Like you can't take, like you're totally exhausted, totally exuberant, totally exhausted. You're, like I said, you're like swinging back and forth as the energy from that first card that came out, the Temperance card, and now it's coming through. So it's consistent for you. But at the end of the day, this is a process that you're having to go through. It's a lesson that you had to learn. So when you have these moments of exuberance and of celebrating, I'm hoping that for you that you're celebrating life. And maybe you're celebrating the life of that person, that you were lucky to have them in your life while they were here, and now that they've transitioned. I do feel that you are stressed out, possibly that you're taking on too many burdens, and you need to learn to say no to people. I do feel that you're in your head a lot, and that could also be where you're producing a lot of burdens and you're overtaxing yourself, like you're overthinking everything right now. So pay attention to your thoughts, and, you know, maybe take a break, you know, if things start to get too heavy for you, because I do feel that, you know, you're definitely contemplating this loss. Then we have the World card for your near future. And you can see everything is wide open for you. It's a beautiful energy. And this is how you see yourself in the world, where you want to be in the world. You know, you're really just putting yourself out there and you're going to make it happen. The world is your oyster and your near future after you've gone through this process. And what I like is that when you've gone through this process, I just want to point out there's no bitterness or cynicism. You're just grieving and you're going through this process of a lesson learned, and you're bringing forth your heart. It did not shut you down, and that's really strong and that's very powerful. And I'm really happy about that, because it's like when someone has a pet and the pet dies and they're like, oh my God, I'll never get a pet again. We can't punish them for having a shorter lifespan than us. There's another animal out there that totally wants your love and your affection, and they're deserving of it. And I always say that to people, when I hear that, and then they're like, okay, but it was so painful. I'm like, yeah, I know, but that's part of life. You have to go through that process and learn to heal yourself. And I think that Aquarius, I think that you've done that, because you're putting yourself out there. You're bringing your heart forward with this, and you have total victory and success with whatever it is you're doing. Whether this is just you bouncing out into the world, into life itself, whether or not you're looking for a relationship, a career, retirement, or a move, it doesn't matter. It's whatever you're in alignment with, you're bringing your heart forward into it. You're following your heart, but you're presenting it to others too. That's strong. That is really powerful. Like I said, you're not in victim mode. It's nothing like that. You're just going through a normal grieving process, but you have total success and victory. This is pride in a job well done. You learned your life lesson, and you came out the better person for it. Might not feel like that right now, depending on where you are in this process, but you definitely are coming out the better person for it. So that is your overall energy right now. So we are about to get into the guidance and advice from Spirit, but that is your overall energy. So let's get into the guidance and advice, the Strength card. Like I said, I don't think you, and I didn't even look at the cards that were below me, by the way. I go like point by point. So I don't think you realize just how strong you actually are and resilient that you actually are with that loss, whatever that loss might be. And I think that this is you being able to stay in a very beautiful, compassionate, loving energy, to be able, that is your strength. And it's a soft strength versus a hard strength, right? This is a soft strength, and that is something that everybody looks to for you. And I think that there might even be other people around you, or if you have children, if it was the death of a pet, maybe there was another pet in the home that's feeling it too. And everybody is looking to you as a leadership role, that you're in that position, and they're looking to you for guidance. Really beautiful energy. Then we have the Lovers card, and wow, this is just telling me that if this was the death of your mate, a parent, or someone that was really close to you, that you were really able to process that death, after you're going through this this grief, that you're just really able to stay in this beautiful, loving vibration. And that's tough. I mean, that's a tough one, but you were able to really do it. I feel that you're also still able to give a lot of love to the people around you while you're grieving. So your emotions must be like all over the place, internally, but you're still able to put on that front of being strong enough for the people around you and having that big heart. I think that you're an excellent communicator with what's going on, and that is also part of your strength. I'm just getting that whoever this person was, that they were really someone close to you. I mean, my God, it could even have been your soulmate. I mean, it's really a strong, beautiful energy. Then we've got the two cards that came out. The first one was the Sun. This is the most positive card in the deck. But the Three of Pentacles wanted to come out with it. This is that sense of community, right? And working together. But with the Sun card. And so what Spirit is telling me is that because you were able to remain positive, that you didn't get bitter or cynical, that really the whole world again is before you. Just like the World card, well, the Sun card is also showing you a portal, showing you the light of God, and you're following that path. whether, it doesn't matter what your religion is, or if you're, you know, a pagan, it doesn't matter, but it's you're following the light, and that you did not let the darkness get to you or take you, because it does for a lot of people, and they can't recover. They get into a deep, dark depression, and it's very difficult for them. But this is really you enjoying this work together, this camaraderie, this teamwork, this sense of community. And I think that you maybe even have a super tight-knit family, friends, you know, your community, your group, and that helps give you strength so that you can make it through whatever it is that you went through, because I just feel like it's huge, whatever you went through. All right, now let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Cups with the 10 of Swords, 2 10s. We've got the Page of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, again, you've got, it's like you're flipping back and forth. It's intense. So Spirit is reminding you just how strong you actually are, and resilient and beautiful and compassionate and loving. And like I said, you're probably a role model for the rest of the family. But it's being clarified by the 10 of Cups. This is happy, joyful family. But there's also the 10 of Swords. This is telling me that these cycles have come to an end, and you have this beautiful, joyous family. I think that your grieving is coming to an end. This feeling of intense loss has come to an end. You're always going to feel the loss of a loved one, but it's not as overwhelming. You went through that grieving process, and now it's happy, joyous family again. You're processing it, and your strength of character is what really got you through that. And then with the Lovers card, it is being clarified by, so the Lovers card is being clarified by the Page of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. And what this is telling me is that while I think that this is a loved one, that this is really presenting you with an opportunity to find out just how strong your heart actually is, and your ability to show love to the world, to yourself and to the world. And it's like you bringing the light is what I'm feeling. You are literally bringing the light. You're staying in this sense of balance. Remember I said, this is so crazy, that you're swinging back and forth? Okay, well, that's kind of what this is doing, except now that back and forth is in balance. So, wow, now you're in balance, okay? And Spirit is bringing that to your attention, to stay in that balance when you can, as much as you can. And that's really part of your strength. Then we've got the Sun and the 3 of Pentacles, and it's being clarified by the 3 of Hearts, 3 of Swords, really, 3 of Swords, and I always say that, Hearts, and then the 10 of Pentacles. And this is just saying, through all of this, these swords that are in your heart, you were able to take them out one by one and help heal your heart. And that's a tough one. And people, that's what people have to do to get through this grief. And you have to do that so that you can then love yourself again, and love the world again, and love the people around you again, love your life again. You have to pull that pain out and let it heal. And then that brings us to the 10 of Pentacles. And this is just telling me that everything is in your life right now. And I want to point out, you've got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. These are the 2 cards that everybody wants for this happy, joyful family life. Finances, your good health. You see the pets, you see the friends, family, neighbors. This is finances, this is education, this is your housing, this is everything in the 3D material world. And, you know, once you can heal your heart, you can have that. So that's part of the guidance and advice from Spirit. Wow, Aquarius, a lot going on, some big changes for you, a lot of healing. So now we're going to look at your opportunity and your challenge. So your opportunity is the Tower. So you have an opportunity to release what no longer serves you. And I think that that is also part of your loss of a loved one. You know, it could even be the loss of a relationship, by the way. You know, maybe the person didn't die, but you're no longer together. I wanted to make sure I point that out, because divorce or a major breakup is very similar to a death in the family. So I want to make sure I point that out. So if you've ever been divorced, it's brutal. It's not a fun thing to go through. So you're releasing what no longer serves you, but this is the universe that's stepping in to do it for you, that you weren't able to do it yourself. The death card is when you're able to release what no longer serves you yourself over a slower amount of time. The Tower comes in, and this is the universe that's releasing what you are not able to release, or you don't see what you need to release. And it's usually fast, and it's quick, it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary for you to be able to have that growth and to move forward. It's like, let's say you had a job that you really didn't like, and you just force yourself to go every day, and then you make excuses to not go and find another one or to not leave, and then one day you're either fired or you're laid off and that job doesn't exist anymore. And then you find out that that was the best thing that ever happened to you. Now you've either started your own business, you're going to work for somebody else doing what you actually want to do. You're excited to get up in the morning to go to work and do something that you believe in. It's one of those moments. So it might not feel good at the time. Maybe, in that scenario, you wanted to leave on your own terms. Well, the universe stepped in and said, this is how it's going to go down. And that's what happens. So your opportunity is to have a Tower moment. Your challenge is to have the Four of Wands. And this is the card of freedom, of marriage, and of celebrating milestones. So this is in your challenge position. So I think it's very challenging for you to have this type of celebration right now for some reason. I think that, you're still going through that. It's good if you can achieve this, but it's very challenging for you right now. And we've already talked about this great sense of loss. So, it's kind of a no-brainer. Of course, it's going to be a challenge for you. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for these. All right, we have the Two of Cups. We have the Empress. Oh my God, I fucking love this when this happens. I do if you've watched me. The Four of Wands is the Four of, the Four of Spells is the Four of Wands, being clarified by the Four of Wands. This is a major, major challenge for you right now. Okay, this is the card, like I said, of freedom, of marriage, of celebration to a certain extent. It's not the Three of Cups, but for celebration to a certain extent. But you're celebrating milestones, graduations, like big events, watershed events with this card. So let me get the other clarifier for that. And the Four of Pentacles. Oh my God, you have 3 fours right there. Okay, so let me start with your opportunity, and then we'll come down to the challenge position. So your opportunity to have a Tower moment is being clarified by the Two of Cups and the Empress. When you release what no longer serves you, you're going to be vibing high. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Now it's going to allow you to meet people, whether it's going to be a friendship, a romantic relationship, whether it's a career. This could even be that you're having a truce with yourself over everything that's gone on. Maybe you were beating yourself up a little bit over this because you were swinging back and forth with your energy. So this is really bringing you into this loving vibration, but it's through the Tower moment. So like I said, that might not feel very good, but you're going to come out as the Empress on the other side, and everything's going to open up to you, and you're going to feel a lot healthier is what I'm getting, the caduceus. So I would definitely think about what needs to be released that's no longer serving you. And like I said, for some of you, you might not even see it. You've been doing it for so long, or you've been in that environment, like I said, with the job, that's not even what you were thinking was going to be released. You thought it might be something else, but it's definitely coming, So then for your for your challenge, we have the Four of Wands with the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is interesting. This is the card of freedom. He is not free. This is a challenge for you to be free. He is so controlling and so stubborn that he will not let go. So I think it's a challenge for you to feel free and for you to really release what no longer serves you might be a challenge in that way. That's why the universe is going to have to step in, that you're not able to do it. I think that you're holding on really tight to something that is just not working out for you. And in fact, that kind of stubborn energy is going to cause some additional pain for you, because you're holding on to something that is not healthy for you. It's not good for you. So that's your challenge. Your challenge is to not quite be so controlling, and whatever, it's on a certain issue is what I'm getting, but it's preventing you from having a sense of freedom and of really being able to get out there and celebrate. Because like I said, it's the card of marriage. So that's your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it. All right. So like I said, at the end of every zodiac reading, I'm going to do a love reading. So this is for everybody that is single and looking for love. And you can still stick around and watch if you want to. You can see what's happening with the other Aquarians on this one. And for those of you that are leaving, I just wanted to say thank you for watching. And if you could, like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And go ahead and check out my interviews, the online tarot masterclass, Tarot Tuesday, and check out your sun, moon, and rising sign video. You always get insight from the others. I mean, I know I do. I'm Virgo, and then I watch Gemini and Capricorn. So I always get insight on that. All right. That being said, I'm going to get the love deck. This is the Golden Art Nouveau. I love this deck for the love readings. It's absolutely gorgeous and lush. It's a very luxurious, very loving energy. Okay. So as you know, I cleanse and I meditate and I shuffle and I ask for the strongest energies to come through in the cards. So this is the strongest energy that certain Aquarians need to hear, because this is a general reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest. First card out, the World. Just like last time, that's your near future. And the Star card. Oh my God, how beautiful already. And then we've got the Four of Swords. I'm going to pull the clarifiers in advance. We've got the Seven of Cups. With the Lovers card, God, a lot for you. And the Fool, oh my God. The Nine of Swords. I'm just going to tell you, if you want love, this is a really good time. But you have some stumbling blocks. I'm just going to say that. But this is a really good time for you because it's just showing up in the cards. All right. So I'm going to show you the three main cards first, and then we'll get into the clarifiers. So the first card out was the World, then the Star, and then the Four of Swords. So what this is telling me is that you just step out into the world, put yourself out there, walk through this portal, and you're going to put yourself on the stage of world, of love. The stage of world. The world stage of love. I'm dyslexic today. And you're going to meet somebody. I mean, it's in the cards, and I'm going to show you why. But just put yourself out there. So whether you need to join a meetup group, triathlon club, book club, I mean, whatever, investment group, whatever it is that you do that you enjoy, as long as it's not a bar, put yourself out there. And you're going to definitely meet someone. You're in the right mindset, okay? So the World is being clarified by the Lovers card and the Seven of Cups. When you put yourself out there, you know what you want in a relationship. You're going to meet the right person. This is going to be ordained by God. I think you're really going to meet your soulmate. You have a lot of choices that are going to be out there. So maybe not choose the first person that presents themselves, because I think you're going to have a lot of people presenting themselves to you that are going to be showing up in your life that are going to be some real contenders on the type of person you're looking for. But I do believe that this is going to be ordained by God. I do believe that this is going to be someone that's a serious relationship that basically ticks all the boxes off. So let's say you've got 10 must-haves. This person's going to hit 8, 9, maybe even 10. I usually don't say 10 because nothing's perfect, but they're really up there. And that's what's coming in for you. You can feel it. They're going to be in alignment with you on your ethics, your morals, your values, how you see things in the world. They're going to be a different person, but you definitely see things eye to eye, right? And I think they're going to be very engaging and challenging for you, which is a good thing too. Then we've got the Star card. So a lot of healing coming in for you. I think you have a lot of faith in finding someone, but you've gone through a lot of healing in your life. I feel that you've tapped into this universal consciousness, and that is allowing you to put this feeling of love out into the world. So if you're feeling love, like you're in love, and when people meet you, you're going to have like this type of charisma that you're just exuding that's love-oriented. And that's what you're going to get back. People are going to be very drawn to you. Like I said, you're going to have a lot of choices. And you're now going to have to use your discernment to see who you want to be with. Now, you could like go on a date with all these different people and see who you resonate the most with. But you're definitely going to be finding a serious relationship. And I think it's going to happen fast. So if there's like 5 people and you go on a date like with just 2 of them on one date each, you're just going to feel it. But I think that you should go out with all of them on one date and see who you resonate the most with, or coffee or whatever you want to do. But get yourself out there, because I really feel that this healthy relationship is coming in for you. Oops, I scooted these over. And so that star card is being clarified by the Fool and the 9 of Swords. And this is the stumbling block for you. You're overthinking. You got a lot of fears coming up and you're overthinking it. You want this new beginning. You really want this this new adventure. And it can come in for you like that. I mean, you've got this beautiful, beautiful card of the Star being clarified by the Fool and this 9 of Swords. I just think that when these fears come up and it's all in your head, you just need to push them away and say, well, there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm on this beautiful new journey. I'm going to enjoy dating, even if you think you don't enjoy it, that you don't want to put yourself out there. You know, maybe you are divorced and you never thought you'd be dating again, and now you're going to go out there. Well, I think you're going to find that maybe you're going to have some fun because you're vibrating in such a high vibration that you're attracting people that are on the same vibration and they want to have a good time. You know, obviously you're going to also attract some bad people because, you know, the darkness is also attracted to the light. So use your discernment when you're choosing someone. But I just feel that you're going to really enjoy this new journey, that you're going to be in a really good mindset, and that it's going to be the start of some great adventure for you, something that's a lot of fun. So get a grip on your thoughts that are coming in. Then we've got the 4 of Swords. This is really you going into this time of respite. You've taken some time for yourself and you've decided that you know what you want. And that is going to help you make a very smart decision on the type of person that you're looking for, who you're going to say yes to. And maybe you go on a couple dates and you decide, you know what, this person isn't for me. They're really nice, but it's not the kind of person I'm looking for. And you stop it. You don't keep going because you're holding yourself up and you're holding them up. And if someone gets really attached and then you break up with them too, that, you know, you don't need another drama. But I just feel that it's one of these processes that you're going to go through. It is being clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. So while you're in this deep, you know, kind of respite and taking time for yourself, and you know what it is that you're looking for in a relationship, sometimes things come up for you and you are missing them. So maybe you need to spend a little more time in meditation figuring out what you're really looking for in a relationship. Maybe you need to write it down because it's not something that just comes to the front of your mind. You have to think about it. Maybe the words aren't there for you because it's not clear in your head, so you can't articulate it. So you need to really figure out exactly what it is that you're looking for in a relationship. Write it down, put it down, come back and look at it in a day or two and see if that's really how you wanted to say it, if that's really true. Do you need to add, subtract? You know, how is that working out for you? But definitely get it on paper for yourself. That will really help, or type it, you know, whatever works for you. And then we've got this Page of Pentacles, and he is presenting you with an opportunity in the 3D for a relationship. That's what this golden opportunity is. It is something that has to do with a relationship. So it's definitely coming in for you. Excuse me. It's definitely coming in for you. It's just a matter of you feeling into it and looking into it and acknowledging it, but get it clear in your head what it is that you're looking for. You're definitely vibing high, especially after everything you went through. If you watch the zodiac part of it, you know, you're definitely, when you get into your near future, you're vibing high after you went through that feeling of loss. So I would say put yourself out there however you want to do it. And if you are living in an area that doesn't have much of a selection for a dating pool, then you're going to have to go to the next town over. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to meet someone online. You're going to have to do something. Online's a little dicey. I never would really recommend that because you don't know the truth of that person on the other end. So you don't want to waste your time. I'm all about time. You don't want to waste it. This life is short. It's not a dress rehearsal. You've got one life. Make the most of it. All right, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. If you could, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment if this resonates with you. And again, don't forget to check out my interviews, my Tarot Tuesday, my online tarot masterclass, and my missing person work. And what else? I think that's it. I just have a lot of announcements to get out there recently. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.